Welcome to the Bandano Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. The WNBA has elected to kick the can down the road. They have officially offered the players a 30-day extension on the current CBA deal. The only question remaining, will the players accept? Will the players say, you know what? We're good here. Why bother? Or the players say, you know what? Maybe they will give us what we want. Maybe we don't have to give up anything. Maybe they are saying, hey, we're willing to play ball. Let's get right into it. Breaking news. The WNBA has offered players a 30-day extension to continue negotiations for a new CBA. Sources told ESPN, time is ticking for a resolution one way or another, with Friday's deadline rapidly approaching. Very, very interesting. We saw that they weren't going to reach an agreement by Friday, earlier today, reported by Underdog Sports and many others. But just because they didn't reach an agreement doesn't necessarily mean that an extension wouldn't be coming sometime along the road. And it is officially here. Will the players accept? A source said the players may be willing to consider an extension, quote, under the right circumstances, but they feel, quote, those circumstances do not yet exist. What are those circumstances? All right, we're willing to an extension, but does that mean that you're going to give us A, B, and we're just extending to iron out C? Does that mean you're going to give us A and C and we're extending to iron out B? What is the crux of them saying, yes, we'll agree to the extension, or no, we won't? I'm sure they're going to want some agreements before saying yes to the extension. I'm sure they're going to want some capitulation to a certain extent when it comes to negotiations. Okay, you're going to give us 50% jersey sales. All right, I like that. You're going to give us better amenities at facilities. Okay, I like that. All right, pregnancy benefits. Okay, I like that. 50. Okay, so we're just extending to iron out this 50-50 share split. Fine, well, let's take the extension. Or, okay, you're going to give us this, you're going to give us that, but you're steadfast on not agreeing to the 50-50 split. Okay, I see what it is. We're not going to agree to the extension. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What would be holding the players back from saying, yes, we agreed to an extension. Let's try to iron out this deal so there is no lockout. Right? They'll still be able to negotiate if there's a lockout. However, players won't be able to head to the facility. They won't be able to get treatment. They won't be able to train with the team, with the staff. So there is some things to lose if there is a lockout. Sources, WNBA offers players extension on CBA deadline. The WNBA has offered players a 30-day extension to continue negotiations for a new collective bargaining agreement, sources told ESPN on Tuesday. An extension before the current CBA expires Friday would allow both sides more time to negotiate a new deal. Both sides agreed to a 60-day extension during the last round of CBA negotiations in 2019 before the new deal was signed in January 2020. It would also shelve concerns over a potential work stoppage, either a strike initiated by the players or a lockout initiated by the owners. Alexa, if there's no CBA deal, the players can't strike because it would be a lockout. The players would be locking them out. The players' time to strike was during the season. Give us what we want or we're not playing. That's the time to strike. That time has come and that time has gone. What, they're going to agree to an extension only to stage a lockout? That would be pretty hilarious. And by hilarious, I mean laugh at hilarious, not laugh with hilarious. WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert acknowledged during the WNBA Finals that while she was hopeful both sides would meet the October 31st deadline, quote, we have extended deadlines in the past. A source said the players might be willing to consider an extension under the right circumstances, but they feel those circumstances do not yet exist. WNBPA senior advisor and legal counsel Aaron Drake said recently on the Athletics No Offseason podcast that there will not be a new agreement by Friday. We have worked hard to be able to say on Friday we did it. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, Drake said in the podcast episode, which aired Tuesday. In a dance, it takes two to tango, and it has been difficult to find a beat, to find a rhythm, and to find the same sense of urgency from the league. Let's just to be frank to get this done. It does take two to tango. You guys are demanding, and you're not willing to negotiate with your dance partner. You're not willing to dance with your dance partner. That's what's going on here. You want to dance salsa. They don't want to dance salsa. But they'll meet you on the dance floor and they'll dance something else with you. But no, we just want to dance just salsa. That's the only thing I want to dance to. No ballroom, no bachata, none of that. I only want to dance salsa. Okay. The WNBA countered that assertion in a statement provided to ESPN, saying that the league's most recent proposal was made on October 1st and that the WNBPA just responded to it on Monday. Quote, oh, snap. We have been negotiating with the players in good faith and with urgency for several months with the goal of finalizing a new collective bargaining agreement as quickly as possible, a WNBA spokesperson said. Throughout this process, we have been clear that our top priority is reaching a new collective bargaining agreement that addresses players asked for significant increases in pay, benefits, and enhancements to their experience, while ensuring the long-term growth and success of the league and its teams. Now, what's crazy about this, they submitted a proposal on October 1st, and the players didn't respond to it, only responded to it on Monday. Now, if you remember earlier in the season, we were told that the Players Association submitted a proposal, and then the WNBA took a while to respond to it. So we're going to be getting into this immature games. Okay, you act like a child with me, therefore I'm going to stoop even lower and act more childish with you. You made me wait 15 days. Okay, I'm going to make you wait 17 days. You made me wait 20 days. I'm going to make you wait 28 days. Quote, we urge the Players Association to spend less time disseminating public information and more time joining us in a constructive engagement across the table. Public spats between the WNBA and Players Association have only escalated in recent weeks as Friday's expiration date approaches. Last week, the sides exchanged sharp words and a flurry of statements following NBA Commissioner Adam Silver's comments on the Today Show that WNBA players will get a big increase in salaries while pointing to absolute numbers as the way to measure that growth as opposed to share of revenue. That primary sticking point in negotiations has been how to determine a model for salaries and revenue distribution. The league has said that the Players Association has yet to offer a viable economic proposal and has repeatedly refused to engage in any meaningful way on many of our proposal terms, and that it has offered an uncapped revenue sharing model that is directly tied to the league's performance. The union has countered those claims, saying the league has run out the clock, put lipstick on a pig, and retread a system that isn't tied to any part of the business and intentionally undervalues the players. The fact that the league now wants to call any part of its proposal uncapped is precisely why its leadership, transparency, and accountability are being challenged right now. Will the players accept? Are we going to kick this can down the road only to have a lockout after Thanksgiving? All right, guys, we'll keep this to the end of Thanksgiving. You'll go, you'll eat your turkey, you'll eat your stuffing, you'll have a blast, you'll fill yourself, and then you got 3 days to come into facilities and work it all off. And then after that, you're beat. But prior, I believe the article mentioned, they had a 60-day extension. Yes, 60-day extension in 2019. So, okay, Thanksgiving's over with. All right, you know what? There's another holiday coming up, Christmas. You guys are going to eat. Hanukkah, you guys are going to eat. You're going to indulge. You know, we'll keep the facility so you can come back in, shred it all off, and then you're good to go, and we'll hit up the lockout. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I appreciate all of the support. Do you see a deal being reached? Yes, no, maybe so. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I like that. Maybe we should go with that. But how many times do I really say yes, no, maybe so? We'll work on that. We'll see you next time, and as always, take it easy.